Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 7:34 in the morning, 2023. I forgot to say 2023. And I'm here in the office and I want to make a rant. I'm here with Marco. And I'm going to make a rant about kids supposedly committing. Oh, fuck, I can't even say. You can't even say shit like that anymore on YouTube because they'll fucking ban your videos. Like, if they, that word is flagged. And though that's so dumb. I'll just blank it out. I'll edit it and blank it out. But
you gotta say
kids.
What did they say?
Terminating themselves or oofing themselves. Say oofing. Kids oofing themselves.
That's just what Athena says.
It's just so ridiculous. That's why I'm laughing that we have to even filter ourselves like this. We can't talk about a serious. This is a serious topic. It is. It's a topic that needs to be discussed more and considered. You know, especially in this way, because it's not really addressed as much. They just throw it in there so slyly and slickly. How if you don't affirm your child's delusional beliefs that they were actually supposed to be the opposite sex, and that's what they are on the inside, so that's what they should be on the outside, or try to made to be anyways, because they're never going to be the opposite sex. Like, no matter what you do to your body, you're never ever going to be able to have the physiological chemical reactions inside of your body that are at play in the opposite sex. If your DNA doesn't have that in its blueprint, it's just never gonna happen. No matter how many outside plastic surgeries you do to try and mold your body to mimic the other sex's body, it's never ever going to be the opposite sex's body in its true natural form. So to have that thought out there spewed with the added effect that if you don't affirm this, then your child is going to one day oof themselves because they can't live with that fact or whatever, that they were supposed to be the opposite sex. If that's true, then as Matt Walsh has said before in his other videos, where are all the dead children from all these centuries of people not being affirmed in their opposite gender or whatever? Where are all these children? If it's this many in numbers that have been ignored throughout all of time in history, like with the amount of transitioners coming out these days, where's all the dead people? Like, they don't exist, because that's a lie. It doesn't happen. That won't happen. If you don't affirm your child's belief that they're the opposite sex, they're not gonna go and just oof themselves. That's not a reality. If they do, it's probably likely due to other things that have happened in their life that they don't want to deal with, other traumas that they've incurred throughout their life. They probably have something to do with their feelings of wanting to be the other gender, but not the fact that you're not affirming them. So we really need to stop allowing doctors, even because there's doctors that have told this to parents, that if you don't affirm your child, they are going to they're going to oof themselves. They're gonna cease to exist. So would you rather have a dead son or a living daughter? That's how they would frame it. I don't think they're doing that as much anymore now that people have cracked down and spoken out about it, but a lot of the people that have already gone far down this path in their families with their kids were told this, and they're already suffering the consequences of that. And that didn't come from not affirming their child's delusions.
It's the teacher's fault that are the ones that say that it's real and that these things are actual real things, and they're not real things. And then the kids go home and they're confused, so they're like, "Oh, my teacher's telling me this," and the teacher should be blamed. And then the stupid ass friends too, the ones that just say that it's real, or the ones that assure them and that they just keep on going because they're fucking miserable, so they want to make everybody around them miserable. And it's sad to say that, but that's how a lot of gay people are, especially gay vatos. Like they'll just straight up want to make everybody miserable because you could tell that they're fucking miserable, and you just look at them and they're just, yeah, it's just stupid. It's all stupid. They just, you get that shit out of school and get it taught.
They really do.
That's what's helping kids want to commit suicide now. Then it's because it's just confusing them. Back in the day, they wouldn't talk about this shit in school. No, you wouldn't talk about this. You talked about this shit to learn. Like you talked about shit in school to learn or to better yourself, just to get along, not just to regress and just think stupid thoughts or think of nonsense and have stupid teachers that are just ignorant as hell to facts and just facts. It's just stupid. It just gets me annoyed and.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. And nobody's perfect. Like we all have our fucking, issues, our emotional problems or whatever, but this is a whole different level of
stupid
of existence. Like it's a whole different level of reality that's being manifested out there. People actually sterilizing themselves, castrating themselves, mutilating themselves, forever damaging their endocrine system, the chemical functions within their bodies, altered for the rest of their lives.
And
completely.
It's just happening to them. It's probably happening. People above want this to happen because they're like, oh, look at all the people that are the stupid people. Maybe this is how we could get rid of them. It's a big incentive stupid people.
That is a big, actually, that's a big factor in this. It's an actual plan that was set in motion by the higher ups, by the New World Order, to lower the human population on the planet. And this was a plan that was put in motion to get us to basically take out our own bloodlines and sterilize ourselves without them having to do it, without them having to make more wars or murders in other ways. This is a way that they get to do it with their hands clean, so to speak, because it's a willing thing. Yeah, we're doing it willingly, like to ourselves, or not us, particularly, but the human race. The humans that are getting sucked into this ideology are doing it on their own. Like they're literally doing it to themselves. And it's because of the brainwashing and the manipulation going on in the school systems and in with our friends, or the friends they're hanging out with, the environment, the pressure that comes along with not abiding by the Alphabet Mafia's rules and what they demand of you. That's all of that is it has to do with it. It's what's. Yeah, that's what I call them now, the Alphabet Mafia. I saw somebody wrote that in a comment once, and I was like, that's good. That's good. That's what they are. Yeah, it's like a mafia, basically. Like, look what happened to Posey Parker when she was Kelly Jane. Look what happened to her when she went to New Zealand. She was literally attacked. Like they would have probably stomped her to death if she didn't have all those people surrounding her, protecting her. They would have probably stomped her to death. Okay. So they are a mafia. Nah, I'm good.